Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, heart racing, because your mind refuses to let go of someone. Someone who shouldn't even occupy your thoughts. That's Jack right now, tossing, turning, haunted by a dream he never wanted to have, but one that refuses to release him. And it's all about Lyndy. Yes, Lyndy, the girl who has everyone talking, the one who seems untouchable, yet here she is, invading Jack's deepest, most private moments. But why now? Why her? And why does it feel like this dream is trying to tell him something he's not ready to hear? Jack's eyes snap open in the middle of the night, the remnants of the dream clinging to him like a shadow he can't shake. In the dream, Lyndy is there, smiling, laughing, and yet distant, like a mirage he can almost touch but never quite reaches. His mind replays every detail, the way her hair fell across her face, the way her eyes sparkled even when she was angry, and the softness of her voice, calling his name in a tone that feels both tender and accusing. It's maddening. How can someone who barely knows you have such a hold over your subconscious? But Jack can't deny it. His heart raced in that dream, faster than it ever has in real life. And when he wakes, that same pulse lingers, a constant reminder that dreams are rarely harmless. He throws a blanket over himself, trying to forget, but his thoughts betray him. Every corner of his small, dimly lit room seems to echo her laugh. Even the moonlight slicing through the blinds feels like it's spotlighting her memory, as if the universe itself conspires to keep her alive in his mind. And it's not just the dream, it's her presence in his waking life. Every text, every laugh, every passing glance feels amplified now, hauntingly magnified. Jack wonders if he's imagining it, or if Lyndy somehow knows the effect she has, knowingly or unknowingly, twisting his emotions into knots he doesn't know how to untangle. Jack gets up, pacing like a caged animal, trying to force logic into the chaos of his mind. "Why me?" he whispers into the empty room, as if she could answer from somewhere out there. But the silence only deepens the mystery. And then he remembers. The dream wasn't random. There was a moment, brief but impossible to ignore, where Lyndy looked directly into his eyes and said something cryptic, something that felt like a warning, though he can't recall the words. His stomach twists, because instinct tells him this is important. But why would a dream carry a warning from her? And more importantly, what is it warning him about? Jack sinks into a chair, running his hands through his hair, every nerve on edge. It's not just curiosity or longing. There's fear too, a deep, gnawing uncertainty he can't name. The line between reality and dream blurs. He asks himself again, more insistently this time. What is Lyndy trying to show him? And will he even recognize it when the truth finally comes? And just when he thinks the night can't get any stranger, his phone buzzes on the table. The screen lights up with a message from Lyndy herself. What could she possibly want to say at this hour? And could it have anything to do with the dream that's still burning in his mind? Jack's fingers hover over the phone, heart hammering like a drum in a war zone. The message from Lyndy isn't long, but it carries a weight that makes him question everything he thought he knew about her, and himself. It's cryptic, almost teasing, like she knows exactly how to unravel him without saying a single straightforward word. His mind races, replaying every interaction, every shared glance, every fleeting moment that suddenly feels loaded with secret meaning. Could it be coincidence that she reached out the same night he dreamed of her? Or is there something deeper, something he's been blind to all along? He feels a shiver run down his spine. Every instinct in his body screams that this isn't casual, that Lyndy doesn't just act without purpose. And yet, part of him can't resist the pull, the irresistible curiosity that keeps him staring at the screen, fingers itching to respond even as reason warns him to stay still. Jack's memories of her flood back, the way she walks into a room and immediately shifts the energy, The way she laughs with a hint of mischief that always seems directed at him, even when he knows it's not. He shakes his head. Am I imagining it? No, he thinks. It's impossible to convince himself otherwise. The dream, the message, the strange magnetism between them, it's all real, undeniable. Jack's mind starts connecting dots that shouldn't exist. The dream wasn't random. The timing of Lyndy's message wasn't random either. Could it be that she somehow knew he needed to hear from her, even if he doesn't realize why? Every text, every word she types now seems layered with hidden meanings, as if she's leaving breadcrumbs through the maze of his life, daring him to follow. And Jack, caught in a whirlpool of fascination and fear, can't help but take the bait. He opens the message again, studying every letter, every punctuation mark, reading into it meanings that may or may not be there. And the more he stares, the more he feels like he's being drawn into something he isn't ready to confront, but can't resist. The room grows colder as he sits there, the night stretching endlessly. The moonlight that once seemed comforting now casts shadows that twist into shapes he doesn't recognize, shapes that whisper of secrets waiting to be revealed. And then it hits him. The dream, the message, the inexplicable tension between them. All of it points to something bigger. Something that has nothing to do with coincidence and everything to do with fate. And for the first time, Jack wonders if he's not the one dreaming. But if she is the one guiding the dream, shaping it, making him see what she wants him to see. His pulse quickens as the implications sink in. If this is true, then every interaction, every glance, every word exchanged until now takes on a completely different meaning. He's no longer a passive observer in their story. He's a participant, a pawn in a game he doesn't fully understand. And yet, as much as fear grips him, there's an undeniable thrill, a rush that makes him feel alive in ways he never has before. He knows one thing for certain. The next move, whether from him or from her, will change everything. But what exactly is she planning, and will Jack even survive the revelation waiting at the other end of this twisted, heart-wrenching path? And just as he finally works up the courage to respond, a new notification blinks on the screen. This time not a text, but a photo. And it's a photo that makes Jack's blood run cold. What could she possibly be showing him in that image? And is it the clue that finally unravels the mystery? Or the start of something far more dangerous?